Velocious at $4.20. Double figure odds the rest of the field. As the last one to come into line will be So Naive. One start, one win on the track back the end of October. All the money with Move to Strike, the son of I Am Invincible. So Naive is the one that they're working on. Velocious, she draws the inside gate. So we're set to go. The Sky City Eclipse Stakes, gates open, they're off. And racing, and the favoured Move to Strike was first away. Going forward on the inside, Velocious right there is Force of Law, and also there Lotus as well. They'd be followed round and behind those next out, charging forward out wide, So Naive. Back and behind the Montana Bay from Sky Max, and Beallatrix Star will settle down last. Inside the 800 metres they go. Pacemaker is Lotus, leads a neck in advance of So Naive, who's racing fiercely on the outside. 2.5 away third is Force of Law, followed by the favoured Move to Strike in a beautiful spot. Velocious, the arch rival, is fifth. She's keen to get away from the rails, Spratt. Then followed round by Montana Bay. Then came Sky Max, and Bellatrix Star is last. Homeward bound, 450 metres to go. Pacemakers now, we've got Velocious over near the insides. Come through quickly. Move to Strike. Boston switched the whip over to his left hand. Out wider, Bellatrix Star looks to run on strongly. Velocious, Move to Strike. He'll have to get going soon. Coming after now, Bellatrix Star, Move to Strike, and Velocious. These are the three. They go to war at the 100 metres. Bellatrix Star has beaten the hot pot. Bellatrix Star has beaten Move to Strike. Third over was Velocious, and they were a mile in front of So Naive, and then came Force of Law, followed over then by Lotus. Sky Max and Montana Bay will be the last of them home. The two hot pots have been rolled by Bellatrix Star. Number 6, and the filly by Star Witness for Fortuna Bellatrix Star Syndicate, still trained by Mark Walker and Sam Burgesson, and Warren Kennedy, the Wizard of Woz, has got his second for the day, and this has been a lovely win. Bellatrix Star, Move to Strike. Boston switched his whip over to his left hand about the 300 metres. Third at the line will be Velocious, and fourth over after some distance was So Naive. It was a 3-horse war in the 2-year-olds, and in the end, number 6, Bellatrix Star, the most experienced runner in the race. Start number 4 today, and the filly by Star Witness takes out the Sky City Eclipse Stakes.
Well, just a bit of a surprise, isn't it, to see Bellatrix Star get up and score, goes over the top of both of the well-fancied runners and Move to Strike and Velocious. But if we look at Bellatrix Star, it was a lovely effort by this horse, and a double for Warren already on the card.
Yeah, Warren just tracked Opie into the race the whole way and didn't leave sight. Look, she's a classy filly. She's obviously won the first 2-year-old race of the season at Wanganui as well, so the form's, you know, she's very strong form out of it.
Yeah, look, I thought her run here wasn't that bad, actually. When she was beaten by Velocious, she was still very game in defeat on that occasion. She brought the right sort of form lines. Having her fourth start, really all the roads paved the way now for a couple of weeks' time, because that was a super effort getting over the top of Move to Strike. And
it totally changes that Karaka Million market, doesn't it? Because, of course, Velocious was the favourite. Bellatrix Star has got over the top of Velocious and Move to Strike. Aidan, tell us more. What Smart Walker got to say?
Mark, your reaction to that? She was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Warren got her to relax really nicely, and last start she didn't quite have all favours, and but she showed today, just ridden her back further and off the speed. She really had a good turn of foot, so she's peaking at the right time for the millions.
Yeah, there's a KM right beside her name. That is the target now?
Yeah, that was always the target, yeah. Yep.
What about the track conditions? Obviously, we've had that little bit of give in it. Is that something that's favoured her? Because obviously it was when she won on debut as well.
Yeah, I think so, and the second horse went really well as well, so we'll just let the dust settle and see what we do with him, but she'll go straight to the Cracker Millions.
Yeah, he did fight. Maybe a little bit of disappointment there. What's your reaction?
Well, $1.25, they do get beaten on race day sometimes, but he still went a very game run, I thought.
Okay, that Karaka Million, how's the team shaping? How many will you have likely headed that way now?
It just depends what happens at the Twilight meeting, Aidan, but definitely 4, possibly 5 at this stage.
Okay, best of luck for that too.
Thank you.
Well, that was Mark Walker talking about Beallatrix Star, who's just taken out the Group 2 Eclipse Stakes. Very valuable on her pedigree page is the Group 2 and the Fortuna team. All smiles post the Eclipse Stakes, and well done to the connections. And Beallatrix Star, that's start number 4, and win number 2, 6, 1 and 5 were those first 3 over the line. Beallatrix Star, she gets the cut out of the track, and that might have really helped her chances.
Yeah, it was like the first 3 home were really good runs, Emily. Can't take nothing away from the winner. Well ridden.
I just thought that Move to Strike was sort of going to cruise into it. When they're paying that short, that's what you expect them to do, isn't it? But Velocious and Beallatrix Star have shown that these 2-year-olds, they're still a very even bunch.
Yeah, he was a little bit green in the straight. He sort of got hanging out a little bit, so Opie had to swap the stick over to his right hand, and then it was only the last sort of 50 metres Opie's pulled it back to his right hand, and could really get at him, but he was on one rein a little bit.
And I guess too, Velocious, her first defeat, she's a horse who was underneath runners. I thought at the point of the bend that maybe she was the one that was really going to ping away from them. I mean, she's been beaten for the first time, and I think the track conditions with where she was in the race, I think there's a lot of reasons around her defeat, so going forward they'll still be happy heading into
100% they'll be happy. She was still good. She got a little bit keen at the 600. She just sort of got on the bridle a little bit, but no, I think the first 3 home, definitely the 3 to watch out of the race.
From the Karaka Million perspective, what does that do for you when it comes to Velocious at the top of the market as the horse that they have to beat? How does that change what you're thinking when it comes to the Karaka Million?
Look, it's at LZ, it's a different track. It's barrier draws, all those things when it comes to that night. Luck as well for such a $1 million race over 1,200 metres for 2-year-olds.
And a lot could happen from now to
Yes.
millions. Horses get shin sort of these young 2-year-olds as well. So no, I still wouldn't be dropping the 3rd horse for sure.